Hi guys, in this video tutorial we are going to see how the rectangular light works and some of their properties. I want to create a rectangular light using this icon in the VRay toolbar. Click there. I'm going to use this line as a reference, so I'm going to create the line there. If you want to get access to the rectangular light properties, just right click on the light and select VRay for SketchUp and then edit light. So this is the light editor. You can see the color intensity. This option here change the color of the light. So for example, if you want a warm light, just change the color to a warm color. If you want to increase the intensity of the light, just change the intensity value. And also we support different units, so you can use lumens or you can use wax. Also we have the sampling area. The subdivision control the quality of the shadows. Sometimes you are going to get noise on the shadows, and by increasing this value you are going to reduce the noise. But the first thing that I want to point out is the no decay. In our previous version we have no decay enabled by default, and I want to show you what this option really does. The no decay allow you to have a very constant light around the whole room. This is not what happened in the real world, so the object closer to the camera are going to have the same amount of illumination of the object further away from the camera. If you see here in this room we have a very flat illumination, and this is not very good. So that's why we change these options to disable by default. The omni-lights and the spotlight have different decay, linear, inverse, and inverse square. The rectangular light only have these options, no decay. But if you have the no decay enabled, you are using linear decay. If you have the no decay disabled, you are using inverse square decay. So right now, if I click render, you are going to see that my object closer to the camera have more illumination than my object further away from the camera. One very important thing about the rectangular light is that you can see the reflections of the light in the material that have reflections, because the light has a physical geometric form. That doesn't happen with the omni lights on IS light and spotlight. Okay, I want to go to the edit again. And we have double side options. These options allow you to get illumination in the front face and also on the back face. You can see here I only have illumination in my front face, but with double sides enable, I will get lights in both sides of my geometry. See here we have lights in my back plane. Let's go back to my light editor, and I want to show you the invisible, and at the same time I'm going to show you the store invariant maps. Invisible, that make that the invisible the light from the camera, so you are not going to see the light in your render. You're going to see the illumination but not the actual rectangular lights. And store invariant map allow you to calculate the light effects using the invariant maps. So that means that you are going to have a faster render, and the shadows are going to be smoother. You can see here we have some noise. No matter that I have in low quality, you can see some noise. I mean, this is because I have low quality, but you are going to see that when I render this scene with store invariant map, because I'm using the invariant map to calculate the rectangular lights, I'm going to have less noise on the shadows area. You can see here, and I have a faster render too. So this is very cool to use store invariant map. And also invisible, you can see here I'm not seeing the light in the render, but I'm still getting the illumination. Okay, so I'm going to right click again on the light and show you one last options is affect reflections. If you disable this guy, let me enable the invisible. If you disable this affect reflection, you're not going to see the reflections on my teapot on the reflective object, no matter that you have the light in the wall or wherever you have the light. You can see here I don't have the reflections. This option in combination with invisible light is very useful to when you have to place the light on the wall, on the windows, and just disable the effect reflections and also make the light invisible to see your background or to see what you have behind the windows. Okay, this is what we have for this part. So I'm going to open a new file, and I will want to use those options that I show you to render a very simple scene. Here we go. This is the scene that I want to render. As you can see, it's just a fake interior. Just open, and the first thing that I want to do is just create a rectangular light for my lamps. Click on the rectangular light, and I want to create this small rectangular light. I want to place the rectangular light just right in the middle of the lamp, and also I want to move this light just right in the center of the lamp. And because I need illumination in all directions, I want to duplicate the light, but first I'm going to change the properties. Let me use 30 for my intensity, so my light is going to be for intensity. And also I'm going to use a warm color, store irradiance maps, and double size because I need light in front of my light and also in my back. Then I want to rotate to create another copy of the light in order to create like kind of a 360 illumination of my lights. The next step is just create a rectangular light in my ceiling. Again, I have reference lines that I made just to have the correct location, and also I want to create another light in this area. Okay, then I want to enter to the properties again to edit the properties, change the intensity 3. Large light produce more illumination, so you're going to need less multiplier. Let me change the color to a cool color. Also store irradiance maps. I don't need to make this line visible. And again, I want to do the same thing with the top light. Change the intensity to 3. Also store irradiance maps, and that's it. Okay, I'm going to show you the render without lights at all, and then I'm gonna make a render to see what we have with the lights. Okay, this is the render without any lights. I only have the GI enabled with a multiplier of 1 just to show you the effects of the light, and also I have an HDRI in my background to cast some reflections. Okay, now I place the light. I'm going to render this scene to see my final result with 2 rectangular lights to illuminate the room because my room is very dark, and also 2 rectangular lights to illuminate the lamp. This lamp here have a 2-side material, so I should get a nice translucency effect in my lamps. Here we go. This is the final result. You see a nice illumination. Probably you have to increase the intensity of the light, or just click on the color corrections option here, because we have a nice color corrections, and then change or correct the color or the illumination. There it goes, like that, and you don't have to render your scene again. So this is what we have for you guys. Hopefully you can enjoy this video. So see you next time, and bye bye.